I'm Bear Grylls, and I'm in the wilds of Costa Rica to find a hero. I started off with 8 celebrities. Now we're down to 6. At the end, there'll be only one. Welcome to Mission Survive.
Previously, the celebrities went on their most demanding journey yet.
It's a river that is the key to salvation. Leave it, leave it! We will all have low points on this journey.
Who put that there?
Amelia struggled.
Done all his challenges.
Lawrence lashed out.
Just do what you're asked.
No, it's not a good idea.
I'm finding this bit too hard.
I'm genuinely about to cry.
And after their worst night so far, Jamelia's journey ended.
I just don't believe that you'd survive.
This time,
When these guys explode into power, they're fearsome.
they're going deeper into the unknown.
I don't think this is responsible.
Oh my God!
But for some,
I've been bitten to shreds.
the jungle is taking its toll.
You make a decision about whether or not you can stay in the field. This is pretty badly damaged.
Dame Kelly is up to her neck in trouble.
I'm going!
And an angry bear
Gotta have some pace.
drops a bombshell at elimination.
I've made my decision on this.
First light, Arenal Lake, Costa Rica.
Oh, no. What time is it, Lawrence?
It's really late. It's like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, my God, no!
God's sake, woman.
Following each elimination, the celebrities are given tents to recuperate. But the jungle is now really taking its toll on their bodies.
What?
If I've got an arse, it's an absolute miracle. I've been bitten to shreds, I swear.
Oh, my God.
When,
Is that from last night?
Yeah, absolutely killing me.
The expedition medic, Ian Forbes, gives Kelly the once-over.
I didn't put you on some antihistamine because this has got to come down, mate. They'll start reacting on the body and they'll get worse, and eventually she'll start scratching him, and then we're worried about infections.
But Kelly isn't the only one on doctor's orders. 2 days ago, Lawrence went hypoglycemic during the night.
All right, calm down.
Since then, he's also developed trench foot.
Anything that's in there will start getting sort of infected in the foot, but we need to stop them getting any sort of dirt in there, really.
But Lawrence is not taking the medic's advice seriously.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And is still walking barefoot in the mud.
Ow.
As well as suffering physically, the celebrities have to mentally adjust to their surroundings. 6 days ago, Vogue was worried about her makeup. Now, she's washing in a lake.
God, who would have thought we'd have got to day 7 and still be alive? Just.
Bear's lieutenants, Scott Heffield and Meg Hine, are always on hand to assess the team's ability to adapt to their ever-changing environment.
Morning, guys.
You look tired.
Did you?
You look worn down.
Right, guys, I think time's there now. Start getting your stuff together, packs on, ready to go in a couple of moments.
For the next mission, the group must travel 20 miles by army truck to meet Bear. Over the past 6 days, the celebrities have trekked through harsh jungle, navigated dangerous rivers, and paddled their way to the expedition's halfway mark. Next, they will tackle a network of caves.
Helmets on now, please.
The last time I put this on, I was thrown down a cliff.
For this test, Bear is sending the group 100 feet below ground.
I want you to consider all of the first half as training. From now on, these journeys are going to get tougher. For me, I want to now see who starts to shine when the pressure goes on. One key quality that I want you guys to start to embrace is cheerfulness in adversity. It's a key commando trait that they teach the young Royal Marines. It's this that I need to start seeing more of. One thing I keep banging on about is hands and feet and infection in the jungle. The reason I keep going on about it is I see it incapacitate people often. One thing that can really help you fight infection is zinc. And one thing that has a ton of zinc in it, 10 times more than beef, is tarantulas. So before we kick off the journey, we're going to zinc up, all right? The dangerous part of these guys, the fangs at the front, then give you a really genuinely nasty bite. It's going to put you out of action. And then also the little hairs on its legs and on its body. You see those? Okay, if you get those on your skin, they'll give you that really nasty scratching, which means infection. If you get it in your trachea, you breathe it in or you try and eat it, I've known it to almost asphyxiate people. So what we're going to do is skewer like this right through it. And we go to the fire.
The hairs must be burnt off. If inhaled, they can cause severe inflammation of the airways, restricting the ability to breathe.
Vogue, you all right? I know you don't like spiders.
I don't like you more.
Okay, so the bit we're going to eat are the legs, all right? And you know, they don't taste half bad.
7 days in, and the group are starting to understand and get a taste for bear's treats.
What kind of tarantulas are these?
Just regular Costa Rican ones.
And most seem unfazed by today's medicinal breakfast.
Well, actually, it's probably the best thing I've eaten since we've been out here.
My hands, it's so annoying.
And even Vogue is facing up to her phobia of spiders.
They don't really taste like anything.
Well done.
Okay, everyone eating a tarantula?
Yeah.
So the jungles of Costa Rica are riddled with caves. Behind me, just down this little gully, is the start of a cave system. It goes on for 2 miles. Tight squeezes, you've still got snakes in there. We've got our friends the tarantulas, scorpions, flash floods, and bats. All of that makes a pretty lethal combination. Through the cave, cairns like that, little rock markers, follow that. I've left you food in there. The first little bit of the cave, it's a bit 50-50. Use the rope. Be smart, be safe. Keep that cheerfulness in adversity.
Come on, guys, let's go!
It's another unknown experience. It's relentless. It's relentlessly taxing on you physically, mentally, emotionally.
Everything.
Yeah.
Already under doctor's orders, Lawrence must now overcome the fear of confined spaces.
It's irrational, but I keep thinking the mountain will collapse on top of you in there. For some reason. I don't like caves. Can we go now?
Good luck, everyone.
Despite his anxiety, Lawrence throws himself into the challenge and enters the cave first. But against Bear's explicit instructions, he descends the cave's slippery rock face without using a rope.
Gotta be really careful with this, mate. Flushing water.
Lawrence is gone.
Lawrence is already gone. Stop, we need a rope, guys! Guys! Need a rope.
It's mental.
How the hell did Lawrence get down there? This does not feel safe.
At the bottom of the climb, Lawrence realizes his mistake.
I should have waited for the rope. I mean, I didn't even stop and get in there to talk about the rope. I just sort of thought I had to go. But I climbed carefully.
I'll be your anchor, and I'll help feed it through as well, so if it does go, I've got to lock it up as well.
With the rope now in place at the top of the descent, Scott carries out a safety check.
So, here we go, guys. Let's switch on here. Kelly's going to climb. Your bell ringing, that's fine. You're going to feed it out, okay?
Wait.
Hang on.
Wait.
Amelia, can you make sure there's a bit of slack in this bit here? Amelia, here. Amelia. Yeah. Amelia.
Yes.
Here.
Hang on, I'm trying to do two things at once.
Using the rope, Kelly leads the rest of the group down into the cave.
You let me down! Give me some slack!
Can't hear anything.
Back! The group! Lawrence shouldn't really have gone down without a rope. That was all our fault. We should have stuck together, stayed there, and made a plan. You know, because that was pretty hairy, and it did say, you know, should we be using a rope?
Amelia is next to descend.
Too much slack! Take it back!
Even attached to the rope, she struggles with the descent and begins to get distressed about their situation.
Yeah, I don't think this is responsible. I just feel like we've got kids.
Let's not say that to ourselves. Just don't say it to yourself.
I don't want to do it if it's unsafe for my family.
Finally, the rest of the team descends safely.
We were responsible for each other.
Yeah.
And without having had any training, that seems a bit scary. We've done rope tying, but that's nothing compared to holding someone's health and safety in your hands.
60 feet below ground level, the team must now follow the rock markers even deeper to find food.
There's two of those things. Yeah. There's bats just everywhere in here. But at least they're staying to the ceiling, where they should stay, and we would appreciate if they would stay.
Rather than run scared of the cave's wildlife, the celebrities attempt to embrace it.
So that's a scorpion spider.
Scorpions, look at its antennae. Look at the length of them things. Oh my God, there's thousands of them.
Why do they exist? Why have they fused two terrifying animals into one terrifying animal? We don't need that. We've got scorpions and spiders to terrify the shit out of us.
Thousands of them. There's one there!
Oh, get off, Kelly! Why just shout that? Don't say that, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, brilliant. Tight confined space. Love it. Are you all right? Are you all right? What happened? Oh, well, that serves you right for going caving. Sorry to the British caving community, but you're a bunch of losers and you need to get a decent hobby. Twats.
The group stumble across their next marker.
That is a cairn.
But it points to a long, dark tunnel, flooded with water. Potential snake territory.
Do we have to go under there?
Yeah, that's the direction.
Oh, man. Shall one person go and check it out?
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Tom nominates himself to plunge into the unknown.
Tommy, you're amazing.
Tom.
Go on, Tom. Tell us what's down there.
Have a look.
Good man, Tom.
Yeah, see if there's anything down.
Oh, stick it in the corner. Oh, man, there's like a maze of tunnels.
Another tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, there's tunnels either side. Okay. Oh my God.
Deep in central Costa Rica, our 6 celebrities are 100 feet below ground level in a 2-mile cave system. Tom has volunteered to explore a cramped, flooded tunnel to see what lies ahead.
Oh, there's a dead floor.
A what?
Like a pig. Oh, cheers, Bear. That's very kind of you, Bear. Nice hot roast.
How big is it?
It is about the size of a 12-year-old boy.
How many people to drag it back?
2 people.
Think of England and crackling. Ah!
Having only eaten a tarantula for breakfast, Lawrence's hunger prevails, and he fights off his claustrophobia to join Tom in the tunnel.
Mike, it's definitely a spit roast tonight, eh?
Huh?
We need a bonfire to cook that thing.
You're right, mate.
Yeah. This is cooked. It's just cooked.
Oh!
They're like massive.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! He doesn't even look like he's dead!
Hello there, chaps. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Hello, mate. Oh, I love you. Oh.
Should we carry it between us?
Oh my god!
Oh, we're having ribs tonight.
After being underground for nearly 3 hours,
Is that a light at the end of the tunnel?
the 6 celebrities and their dinner finally reach the exit of the cave.
We're outside.
Hey, we done it!
The man who found the pig.
Yeah, go on.
Get it on, Tom.
Thomas!
Go on, Tom.
Bear said he'd left us some scran. Very kind of him to leave us basically a hog roast. You know, I thought it'd be like scrounging for some spiders or snakes or something, but he's basically given us a whole bloody Sunday roast.
The minute that pig turned up, it's amazing how your fears go away. And I know it's an irrational, pointless fear, so I'm glad it's done. But I won't ever be going back in the cave again, ever.
Lawrence isn't the only fox who's had a traumatic experience in the caves.
Caving has been definitely my most frightening challenge.
Has it really?
Yeah. From the very start, we were belaying each other down. And having not done that before, I found that a bit frightening, pressure on both ends of the rope.
Amelia in the cave, you know, petrified, literally. She was super scared. Got down to the bottom and she actually had a meltdown.
Okay, so literally 5 minutes up here, we've got our camp. Ready to move off? Yeah. Anything you want to do before we go up there?
Yeah, let's go. Can we not wash it while we've got some clean water here?
Thinking like true survivors, the celebrities decide to gut the pig away from camp in the river. Dame Kelly steps up as the butcher.
Ready? Got it?
No, just be careful there, because that's the stomach.
Yeah, gonna cut it that, yeah. There it is. Look, there's the step there.
That looks like sausages in itself.
Yeah.
And then what are we doing? Just turning it upside
Right to its arse, right to its arsehole. That's kidney there. Let's get the intestines out. Right, let's give it a little rinse, get this shit out. Right.
That fire really needs to get on really quickly.
Yeah, I'm on the fire.
This is going to take a while to cook this.
We're going to start moving, guys.
The celebrities' day is far from over. They must carry their dinner another 200 yards, build their camp, light a fire, and cook a 35-pound pig.
Okay, literally an hour, 15 minutes, team before last light. This is our campsite. Okay? Gotta move.
Bear has only left hammocks. The rest is up to them.
Here's what I suggest. I suggest that 2 people, possibly Mike and myself, get the poncho up to go over the fire. Yeah. You guys start putting hammocks up. Mike?
Yeah.
Kelly? Girls?
Want to do hammocks
Tom?
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's a Bear Grylls wet dream, that adjustable knot. Watch it tighten and loosen. Sorry, we don't have time for this.
With light fading fast, the group's only successful fire starter, Lawrence, gets to work.
Tightens.
Never in my life have I, or would I ever thought I would be, butchering a bloody pig. Lawrence is the expert on the fire.
Don't say that.
Aren't you, Lawrence?
That's jinxing me.
So I'm hoping that continues. Now we have all of this.
We have fire. We have fire. Me.
Working really well. All the structures are up, the hammocks, the fire's now alight, massive pile of wood, and Kelly's been working like a maniac really to cut up all that pork. So as a team, they've been pretty effective.
I'm going to skewer this leg and then get it cooking.
And then even if it's partly cooked for tomorrow, we'll wrap it up, maybe in leaves, and take it with us. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm not a pork eater at all. I do have a rasher of bacon occasionally.
I did find the pig. I found it. No, I like that. That was a bit of an alpha job, actually, wasn't it? Normally one of the big characters would have done it, but I sort of snuck in before they could. Yeah, it's a really nice vibe now. I'm absolutely knackered, but I'm looking forward to some ribs.
4 hours after arriving into camp, the team's meat feast is finally ready.
That is actually really good.
How's that?
You want a rib?
Yeah, give me a rib, mate.
Look at that.
Oh, that is...
It's tender as
That's really good. Oh, my God. Actually eating proper meat first time in 7 days.
Over their pork supper, the celebrities try to remain upbeat about tomorrow's impending elimination.
Whoever goes tomorrow, it's just ended on a really lovely note.
Yeah. And we've even upped the feralness.
Yeah.
We're proper feral now.
Yeah.
Lawrence is going to go.
Why do you say me?
Because you're headstrong and you nearly killed yourself. And you look like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead.
You're going down.
I think he looks more like Rick Mail.
If I'm really going to be honest, the person that I just don't think is a team player is Kelly.
I mean, I find the pork a little bit tough.
It's just as dry and tasteless.
Oh my God.
For former rugby player Mike, the idea of competing against his teammates doesn't feel right.
So I don't think you can look at it as a competition, because otherwise that would involve you then not helping out each other, because you'd be wanting to point out everyone's mistakes rather than getting on. Now it's Bear's job to figure out who he thinks would survive best or survive on their own. It's our job to just survive.
In less than 24 hours, the tight-knit team will once again face Bear's elimination.
I think everyone feels it personally when Ben has his comments, and I'm sure that's something to do with, you know, because it is such a new thing, you know, you're learning and you make mistakes, but then somehow, because this is such a compressed period of time, you sort of live and die by your mistakes.
Will we do a cheers for today?
Cheers, guys.
Despite everyone's high spirits, the celebrities' bodies are still suffering in the extremes of the jungle. Scott and the medic are now carrying out 12-hour medical checks on the group.
Day 7 now. I know your feet are in pretty poor condition. Probably actually wet feet for somewhere between 12 and 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know, it's unusual. It's humid even now, you know, you've got your feet out, which is brilliant. OK.
Please, God, don't hurt anymore.
You got 1, 2, 3 or 4 big cracks, and you will get an infection if you keep walking around in the mud.
Having already been warned about looking after his feet properly, Lawrence's lack of care appears to have caught up with him.
You can help yourself a little bit more, on a serious note, mate.
I'm really trying, though.
Well, you're not trying hard enough, OK? And that's how hard I've got to do it to get all that mud out. So it's up to you, mate, OK? The problem is, when your feet get to this stage, it's impossible to get them any better.
Trench foot occurs when feet are immersed in water for long periods of time. As they swell, the flesh begins to crack, and if left untreated, can result in gangrene.
We're going to look at these tomorrow and make a decision about actually whether or not you can stay in the field. Because this is pretty badly damaged, and you can get some long-term damage from this.
Coming up, Bear decides Lawrence's fate.
Where's the point where you draw the line?
Where it's going to cause you long-term damage.
And the group cross a croc-infested river.
Oh! Pace, pace, pace!
Somewhere in the Costa Rican jungle, 6 celebrities are waking up.
Day 8. Oh, shit, picture.
The condition of Lawrence's feet means he might not make it through the rest of the day.
I think it would be absolutely horrendous if Loz went home because of his feet, because he is so much a contender for being here right until the end.
A full English may not be on the menu, but for the hungry celebrities, the next best thing is. yesterday's cremated pork.
It's all about survival.
Yes. Yes!
Oh, dear.
Oh, that looks lovely.
Any good?
That actually looks pretty damn good.
Literally, guys, 2 minutes. We're going to have to move, so start going for it.
Not everyone is able to enjoy breakfast, though. Lawrence is feeling the effects of eating too much pig.
Oh, dear crikey. I just see this as a real invasion of privacy, all right? I'm so tired. Are we going to have to walk a long distance today? Oh, God.
Ready, 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 ready. Right, team, we're going to move. Guys, we're going to move now, right now.
To test the celebrities' skills in a new jungle environment, Bear is airlifting them 60 miles west. From the drop-off point, they will continue their mission to the Pacific coast.
One chance to beat Kelly Holmes in a race. I've done it!
OK, guys, you can hear the helicopter coming in now. When it comes in, just listen to what I say. That's all you've got to do. OK, on the floor now. Get in nice and tight.
I wish I could remember some platoon quotes.
Sometimes I feel like we were fighting the enemy. Sometimes I feel like we were fighting ourselves.
Ready to go.
The last time I was in here, we were hovering over a swamp, which we had to drop into. I was petrified. I'm just hoping now there's nothing wet.
It's nice to actually see Costa Rica as well. Because when we're actually doing all the stuff we're doing, it's sort of hard to appreciate the environment that you're in.
Before the mission can continue, Bear must check the condition of Lawrence's feet and decide if it's safe for him to carry on.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. The mind is strong, the body is weak.
I have a duty of care, you know. I don't want to send you home with a lifelong problem of trench foot. You can see, as soon as that gets wet, you've got big old grooves, haven't you? And that's probably pretty painful. Yeah. OK, well, it is what it is. We are wet for the day.
I mean, where's the point where you draw the line?
Where it's going to, you know, cause you long-term damage.
Right, OK.
You know?
Well, you'll know that, won't you?
Yeah, I will know that. OK, good.
OK, now, cheers.
Lawrence has got trench foot, and you see great big rivulets in the bottom of his feet, and as soon as it gets wet, within 10 minutes, it's going to be painful and ugly. And the truth is, it could end his journey. But time will tell.
For the next challenge, the celebrities will face a clear and present danger.
Oh my God, it's a crocodile.
The river is known for croc attacks, so it's important the group understand exactly what they're dealing with.
God.
OK, I would stay up there.
Really?
OK, I'm keeping a firm hold of this guy for a purpose, OK? It's a wild crocodile, and he's strong as hell. Costa Rica, these guys are known to grow up to 6 meters long. They are in these rivers. Let's not underestimate them, OK? Pure power. The dangerous bits, the mouth and the tail. What they actually do is strike with their tail and strike into their mouth. All right? So we're going to release him, and we're going to move fast.
Jesus.
When these guys explode into power, they're fearsome. We have an edge over them. It's not speed, it's not aggression, it's our brain. We, at some point today, need to get across this river. Think about where we're going to cross. They don't like fast-moving water. They don't like rapids. Also using natural resources. Think. What can I use around me that's going to help me get across? You've got your rope. Now, normally rope and fast-moving water is a big no-no. Snags, you get caught in it, you're fighting against the power of it and you drown, okay? But, again, if we use our brains, there are clever, ingenious ways of using a rope to get people across without it getting snagged.
I'm watching, and I will be with you. Good. Over to you, Scott, mate.
Okay, guys, so you're going to be following the river left down until you find somewhere which looks like you can cross.
The celebrities are following one of Costa Rica's largest rivers, the Tempesquay. It's home to more than 2,000 crocodiles, so finding the correct place to cross is crucial. The team spot a potential crossing.
Look at this big long bit of wood. That's going to be useful.
Yeah.
We obviously got to get from here and get over there, haven't we?
We should definitely try and take this log.
Mike is first to come up with a plan.
It's quite a long piece of wood that we've got. If we can find somewhere where we can ridge it, both sides, keep downstream of the wood, use that as a handle, just walk across it.
A hammer.
It's not that deep.
We should maybe assess to see how deep it actually is.
If it gets really deep or it's really fast, then we reassess.
All I want to know is, how do you gauge whether you've got enough, you're going to get your footing before it's too late?
See a few brains whirring now. Thing is, it's easy in your living room to come up with a good plan when you're rested, hydrated, and well fed. When you're tired, you're a bit beaten up, that decision-making process becomes much harder. But it's not rocket science. It's a big old branch there. It's a short gap. They should figure this out. Use the branch.
Lawrence wants to check the depth of the river before they execute Mike's idea.
You won't be able to do it, I don't reckon.
That's deeper than a body. We're not getting in there, ever. The minute you get in there, you're gone.
And proposes a different approach.
Can I offer a suggestion? You can go like this. You can go like this. One person goes like this, and they dangle this leg, keeping it out of the water, but using it for balance, and just pull themselves like that. And we wedge it in properly. Next phase, potentially, would be to use the rope to tie off the rope over there, to tie off the rope up here and make a thing like that so the rest of the people can walk across. Does everyone agree with this plan?
Yeah, I do.
Or not? Hang on, Mike. No.
I'm easy.
Where do we want to put it across?
Been here 30 minutes. It's crazy. It's crossing a gap that's about 2 meters wide, and they got a log. I've never seen people discuss so many different options and make so few decisions. All they got to do is use it as support to shuffle across the river. Get moving.
Shall we try Mike's plan so we can eliminate something?
Having wasted time discussing Lawrence's approach, the group returned to Mike's original plan.
See if you can touch the bottom first.
To place the log across the river and travel downstream of it.
You can't touch the bottom. You just got to use your upper body strength and your feet. I got your back.
Dame Kelly might be afraid of water, but she makes it across without any drama.
That's fast friggin' running water over there.
The team are halfway across, but they need to move on from the island. The weather in this area can change quickly. If a flash flood occurs, they could be washed away.
Okay, just stop a sec. We're gonna have to speed this up a little bit, all right? One person, hero swim. Straight across. Let the current take you. Get across to here. Get a rope across to this person. Back upstream. Tie the end of the rope to the next person. In they go, a big leap into the current. Pendulum them in. Rope back across, tie in. Pendulum them in. Okay?
Mike volunteers to go first.
Go, Mike!
Once over, Lawrence sends him a rope.
Well done, Logger.
With one arm through the loop, Lawrence is swung through the current. and the others follow. But for this section, Kelly's fear of water gets the better of her.
Go on, Cal, you can do this.
Coming up, there's a storm brewing in elimination.
These storms have got to make us stronger.
And Bear delivers a shock decision.
I just don't believe, ultimately, you would survive.
On the Tempesquay River, northwestern Costa Rica, Dame Kelly Holmes is struggling to overcome her fear of drowning.
I have got you. I promise you, I've got you.
Go on, Cal, you can do this.
I'll pull you straight across. Keep your feet.
You got it, you got it. You're good. Push yourself up.
I got you.
Ready?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Well done. Woo!
Great job, Cal. Great work.
Yeah, real courage at the start of that, you know? Proud of you.
Oh, wimp.
It's not a wimp at all, it's courage.
It's great to see.
I'm glad I've done it. I just so hate water and I've really tried to be so strong doing this. Just to do everything, because then I have to. I've got no choice. I have to do it.
Exhausted after another grueling 2 days, the celebrities must now face elimination.
It's amazing when Bear shows you just how to do things, because actually we overthink things, I think, sometimes.
Yes, you've got to be safe, but sometimes you've got to take calculated risks.
Yeah.
I think at the moment we're living on the safe side.
This week has been an assault on us all physically and mentally and emotionally, and it's something that is so out of the norm for all of us. It's taken a while to get used to.
Bear once again gathers the expedition team. The celebrity least equipped to survive in the wild will be sent packing.
Okay, so that journey was a little bit of a shakedown. And one of the lessons you guys are beginning to understand is your best response to fatigue is to give more. The more tired, the hungrier, the colder, the more beaten up you get, give more energy, more positivity, more good ideas, work harder, rather than let it beat you. Okay, let's get into the journey. Cave. Lawrence, what was your motivation for going first?
I didn't want to wait before I went, and I didn't want to see other people get scared.
Mike, tell me about that.
It stands up for Loz as a character that he wanted to lead us in. He wanted to deal with it in his own way, and I thought, that was a great way of tackling that.
Without listening or taking the rope. It was a bad call.
I keep saying this thing of little mistakes and big consequences always. Did you have a plan, Kelly?
We should have probably, at the top, had more of a conversation.
It doesn't have to be a long conversation. Just come up with a plan. I did say right at the top, use the rope at the first bit. OK, the bottom of the cave. Who found it difficult when you got to the bottom there?
I didn't have a fear of caves, and I now do have a fear of caves. I really wasn't expecting it. I knew that Loz had a fear, and I was like, yeah, caves will be fine. It was that rush of water and that immediate challenge, and then the sort of interminable darkness of it.
What do you do to
when I was
be
in
that
the cave,
positive, to find a cheerfulness in adversity there?
I pretended that I was in a scene in a drama, and that if I was in that drama and they said go down a cave, you would just have to do it.
Fire. Who started fire?
I got the fire.
So who's actually lit fire? Vogue?
No.
Mike?
I've relit, but not started.
Primary tasks. You guys should be doing these now. Let's move on today. Straight into the river. I'd say it was excruciating for me. I was like this. watching for 45 minutes the decision process of crossing a gap between me and you when you got a big bit of wood to do it.
I was of the opinion that getting in the water was probably a bad idea, and Mike had said, well, we'll just chuck a log across and get across and it'll be fine.
When did you step in, Mike, with this plan?
I sort of said it at the start, but a lot of people didn't quite like my idea.
Did you believe yours was a good idea?
I'd just seen it done before, so I thought it was going to be relatively easy, and it was easier than I thought it was actually going to be.
But I need you to step up more, Mike. I keep saying this, you know? You're not just broad in your brain. You saw it straight away. And then I see you kind of sitting there, and then I heard somebody go, Mike, what's your opinion? And your actual words were, I'm easy. If you've got a plan, be confident, step up. If it ain't raining, it ain't training. One thing I'm concerned with, and we've talked about this, your feet. You've got to manage it better. Scott.
You know, if you're in a commando unit, you'd be casevac off. Casualty evacuation out the field, because you're going to become a liability with those sort of injuries.
But you've got boots, you know?
That's where my feet were. They were on my boots.
When you came across to me, you trod through the mud, OK? So all that wet, soaking wet mud was right into those wounds, OK? And that's going to cause infection.
We're done with that. Here's how I see things. Mike, I think one of the reasons you don't come forward with the ideas is you almost don't want to stick your head above the parapet and be exposed. Because when we come up with ideas, if they're bad and they go wrong, we're vulnerable. You know, it's in your blood, you like it, but it's almost confidence. And I'm seeing glimmers of it, but will you step up and actually deliver that? Amelia, I worry about your cheerfulness in adversity, whether you show enough of it in the crunch moment.
At a time when I might be fearful, I slightly go into myself to deal with the fear, and then I do it.
When the going gets tough and the adrenaline starts flowing and the fear kicks in, you have this inner dialogue that manifests itself in quite a negative way. And that, over time, will become draining for a group.
I'm not a negative person.
I don't think it's a negative. What he's saying is it's a negative thing. It's a little. The fear comes out first, and you go quiet.
But that's just how I deal with it.
You have to sit and defend yourself. She does everything she does. She just does it quietly and with calm dedication. And actually, within the confines of the group, you need someone that does that, who doesn't stick their big nose in and goes, oh, I've got a fucking opinion about this.
I don't want that. I want the person that in the crunch times, it's just a bundle of positive ideas and energy. It's not about being the alpha and saying, follow me. It's about just putting that smile on, even that inner smile, saying, we can do this, you know?
Just so that we get my character correct. I'm not a negative person.
Okay, I've made my decision on this. For me, the lesson in all of this is these storms have got to make us stronger, which means the tougher it gets, the more positivity you got to give, the more you got to smile on it, the more you just got to give ideas and stand up and put it forward and put it on the line and risk it all. Because that's how we get out of difficult situations. Easy leads us nowhere. This is Mission Survive. But Lawrence and Amelia, I'm going to send you both home. I just don't believe, ultimately, you would survive.
Hugest thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Bev. Thank you. I'll never forget any of this. It's been an incredible opportunity, and I'm so glad that we've done it and that we did it together. When we were in that helicopter and told to jump out, I mean, who knew that we could do that?
I came here under the idea that I'd probably sort of turn up, have a whinge and go home.
Create mud? What? No.
But I was like,
No fear! You and I will be on camping trips, marshalling our children.
I love you!
Our group that we have been on this journey with has just been the best.
Jungle love. I pity whoever has to fight doing Kelly Holmes for the crowd. Because she ain't gonna give up.
You know, Amelia, I'm asking for this cheerfulness in the big moments and the crunch times, and I just didn't quite see that enough. Lawrence, a natural leader. But the reality is, if he was on his own in a big cave and he didn't think through a plan, he went down there and he couldn't climb back up, then you're in trouble.
8 days gone, and now only 4 survivors remain.
Did anyone expect a double elimination tonight?
No, and I think he made the decision last minute. And now it's just us 4 lunatics left together. We've become so feral that we sort of will just do anything to get by really now.
I think Bez really trying to focus down on who he wants to win this thing now. Now he's going to make it harder and harder and harder.
Next time.
This is going to be a nightmare.
That is really freaking hard.
This is very much the sort of stuff that I'm scared of.
Burst the shitbag. 3 seeds, enough to kill you.
Everybody happy?
Not really, no.
This weekend on ITV, the lads are here with Saturday Night Takeaway.